Brunswick is one of the oldest companies in America. We're more than 165 years as a company. And the majority of our business is marine. We're about 75% of Brunswick is marine. So we're the largest recreational boat builder in the world with about 12 major brands. 4 of them are here in Amsterdam today. And then, of course, we own Mercury engines, both Cruiser stern drives and the Mercury outboards.
How many boats do you manufacture annually?
I think we make about 30,000 boats per year in a range from small aluminum fishing boats like Lund, which you would have, pontoons. We're showing 2 of the pontoons here today with the Harris Float Boat, which is interesting. We're trying to understand the consumer's interest in pontoons. They've been very popular in the US and Canada. It's a different boating experience and a different value proposition, so we're introducing them to the press and to some of our dealers in Europe to understand the interest. Be interesting to know if those in Romania would enjoy pontoons, but a different way to be out on the water. And then, of course, we have our recreational boats of Sea Ray, Meridian, and Bayliner, all the way up to 60 feet. And then our saltwater brands with Boston Whalers. So a very broad range of boats, some of the leading brands in the world and brands that are recognizable all over the world in terms of Boston Whaler, Bayliner, Sea Ray. So it's a very broad business, a very big business, and an exciting business to be a part of.
What is the best selling brand of the company?
By the number of units, the biggest brand is Bayliner. But those are focused generally 21 feet and lower, so a very large number of units. By sales dollars, Sea Ray is the biggest because of the number of boats that we sell between 30 feet and 60 feet and the cost of those boats.
Over time, which was the record in sales, in units?
Yeah, I don't know that. I'd have to check. I don't know that.
What is the market that has the highest demand?
Yeah, for us, being headquartered in the U.S., the most important markets to us are the U.S. and then Canada. We do a significant amount of business in Europe. We're doing more business now in Latin America. We've invested in Brazil. We're now building Bayliner and Sea Ray boats in Brazil in a facility that we started just 6 months ago. And we continue to invest in Europe. We have facilities in Portugal and also in Poland, and we'll continue to build more of our boats that we sell in Europe here on the continent, so that we're closer to customers, that we're more responsive, and we have a better cost position.
And what do you think are the strengths of the company compared to the competitors?
Sure. We have a parent company in Brunswick that's very strong and very stable. There's 2 other businesses besides our marine business. We have Life Fitness, which is the leading supplier of training equipment, fitness equipment, and then bowling and billiards, which are pool tables and bowling equipment and bowling alleys. So the company has a very stable revenue base. We have a very strong balance sheet, so that we have the ability to invest really throughout the business cycle, and we've been able to do that. So our stability is important for us. That no matter the business environment, we're able to meet our commitments to dealers, meet our commitments to consumers, and continue to invest in our businesses. We also have a strong global reach. We are in most major countries around the world. We have the largest distribution network, dealer body around the world. So our ability to sell and to service boats is probably better than, on a global basis, better than any of the other brands. So I would think those are 2 key things that we can do. I also think we're in many segments, we're the number 1 builders. Our Sea Ray brand, our Boston Whaler brand, our Lund brand are the leaders in their marketplace. We offer a tremendous amount of innovation and design, creativity, bringing new boats to the market. So when you occupy those positions where consumers expect a lot from you, they continue to press us to do more and more, and to keep us in a position of developing new boats faster and better than the competition does.
How do you pass through the recession? What was the company evolution on the last 3 years?
Yeah. You know, the recession, particularly in the U.S. first and then followed by the decline in the European market, has been very difficult for us. Our company is, on the boat side, about half the size that we used to be, about 50% of the peak volumes of 2007. So we spent the beginning parts of those years getting our cost structure down, right? Becoming smaller and more agile, more responsive to the marketplace, and to be able to live in a market that was much smaller than before the recession. As we started to move through the recession, then we started to look forward. In the last 2 years, we've been looking ahead and trying to grow our business again, and that's why you see the investments that we've made in some of the global markets, Brazil being one, more investment in Europe as well, and more investment in new products. In each of the last 2 years, we've dramatically increased our spending in new products and in innovation, and you see the results of that with some of the boats here today. So the number of boats that we're developing and the rate of our new product development is vastly improved and increased the past couple of years. So for us, we view ourselves coming out of the recession, even though Europe is still a flat market. We're looking beyond that and positioning ourselves to be very successful 3 years and 5 years from now, and investing in our future.
So what do you think the future will bring, and how the market, what are the tendencies, how the market will evolve?
Right. You know, I think our planning suggests that the markets will slowly recover. They may do much better than that, but we think it's appropriate at least to plan for a kind of a slow and stable recovery. In Europe, we think this year will be essentially flat, not much of a recovery, and maybe in 2014 to start to see a little bit stronger market in Europe. The U.S. market last year had started to improve, and we think this year in 2013 the market will recover and be a little bit better as well. So we're I guess positive that the market should slowly recover, but more importantly, when we talk to consumers and dealers around the world, the commitment to boating by consumers, their passion for being on the water, it's as strong as it's ever been. And we've seen in some markets, the U.S. being one, the number of people participating in boating has increased, and the commitment to that lifestyle is still there. So we think that boating will remain a strong business, and one that consumers are passionate about in Europe, in the United States, in Latin America, in many countries around the world. It will remain a great leisure activity that people will want to enjoy with their families, with their friends, and to be out on the water, which says that the industry should return to being a good industry and a strong industry for many years.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about you. Can you tell us a few words about yourself, what you enjoy to do, what's your favorite boat, how do you spend free time?
Sure. No, I very much enjoy boating. I love to be out on the water. I think it's a great sense of freedom and relaxation. I have 2 daughters who love to boat. Currently we have a Sea Ray 30-foot bow rider, an SLX, that they enjoy water sports and day boating on. I change boats every couple of years, and you can imagine all of my brands like to solicit me to buy one of their boats. Boston Whalers working me on a 27 Vantage. They think that's the boat I should be in. But I enjoy weekend overnight trips as well, and we'll go on some of our large boats and spend time there. I love to fish both saltwater and on our freshwater boats. So if I have time, and unfortunately there's not a lot of free time, I love to be out on the water in a variety of activities. I travel a lot. I tend to be with our dealers and customers around the world, so it doesn't leave a lot of time for boating, but it's a wonderful thing to do, and to do with friends and family. I enjoy it very much.